OpenOffice Writer, working with tabs. When you press the Tab key on the keyboard, the cursor jumps to a specific position on the line that you are working on. The default space is 1.27 centimeters, but you can customize the tabs to suit your needs. If we have a look at this first paragraph or section over here, you'll notice that we have some items left aligned in this particular paragraph. If you look at the ruler, you'll notice a little symbol that looks like an L, and this indicates that a left tab has been set on 2 centimeters. Then we've got an open space, but this was not created by pressing the space bar 74 times. We created this by inserting a right tab on 16 centimeters over here. So if I were to go to the last section or the last item and press enter, I could add another item. So if I press tab once, it will jump to my left aligned 2 centimeter tab, and I could add another item. And if I press tab again, it will jump to my right aligned tab on 16 centimeters, and I could add a price here. Okay, if we have a look at the second section, we've got something slightly different here. So the first set of information has been set around a center tab. Okay, so it looks slightly different. It looks like an upside down T, and that's my center tab that has been set on 3.5 centimeters. On the right hand side, I've used what is called a decimal tab. You'll see it looks like the center tab, upside down T, but it has a little decimal point next to it. And this will align all the decimal points in my data. So let's add one more item to illustrate this. I'm going to add my ham sandwich here, and let's make this a ridiculous price like 255 Rand, just so you can see how the decimals line up. Okay, let's just add the R as well for Rand, and you'll see that all the decimal points are still lined up because we used the decimal tab. Now to set these tabs, you can select Format, then select Paragraph, and then go to your Tabs tab. Right, so here are the tab stop positions that we have added already, and here are the different settings. So in position, you'll type in where the tabs should stop, so for instance 3.5. Then you can select the type of tab, left, right, center, or decimal. And you could also add something called a leader dot, or in this case a fill character. So let's have a look at that. I'm just going to cancel this and scroll down. So here we have a tab that has been set with some kind of leader. So let's just go have a look at what this looks like. So let's select Format, Paragraph, and then on my tabs, if I go to the 16 centimeter one over here, we've selected the fill character with the little dots to fill that space in between my two tabs. Okay, I'm just going to select OK. Alternatively, you could also just drag and drop your tabs onto the ruler. So on the left hand side over here, you'll notice a little block where it shows the type of tab that you're working with, and you can click on this to change the type of tab. So I'm going to select the decimal tab. Okay, so what I'm going to do firstly is I'm going to get rid of this right tab by literally just clicking and dragging it off the ruler. I'm going to highlight this line again. I'm going to select my decimal tab, and I'm just going to click on my ruler, and that will insert the decimal tab on the ruler for me. It's important to set your tabs before you start typing, or if you already have information on your page, to highlight the information before setting the tabs. That will make it considerably easier. And you can also activate your non-printing characters to actually show you where you've pressed tab. Every time you press tab, a little arrow will appear on your screen. If your tabs are set correctly, it will only be necessary to press the tab button once to create the space that you want to create in your document. And that concludes our lesson on OpenOffice Writer working with tabs.